What's up everybody? So in my last video I said that I would start doing patch rundowns. So here we are with patch 12.2 being live. So let's get straight into it. So here we have some overviews. You can see the Dragonmancer board is getting buffed. So that might be a big question mark, but I will explain it soon enough. And you see they're nerfing a lot of the broken comps. You see the guild emblem boards. See Nomsi, see Rengar, Deja, Sohm, the Siphon Jade board, and you know these late broken units. So let's see here, and they have some new shibis. So another thing to rage at, you know, when you get that screen with the humiliating death animation, feels bad, man. We'll push through. And I think you guys will like this, so they won't have these 5 gold drops that were available before, so they are just removed from the game. Thanks for that, Riot, appreciate it. So let's see here, the treasure dragon. They removed like some extreme cases for some epic drops, so it will be a little more normal now, I suppose. And this is just a bug fix with health bars. So that's always nice to see it fixed. But anyhow, onto the big changes then. So you see here, they're buffing the Cavaliers. This comp hasn't really been a big thing. It was in the last set, but now there's just better alternatives. So they're just buffing that Cavaliers, I think on all stages, except the last one. So that's appreciated. Maybe we'll see some more Cavaliers now. Maybe Cav Deja will come back now when the guild is nerfed as well. So we'll see about that. And here, the Dragonmancer is buffed at the early stages, so it will be a more of a early game board to play. So, and the guild nerfs right here, the attack speed is gonna be quite a big deal. Especially combined with 2 less percentages here, and they're nerfing the guild multipliers as well, so you're gonna lose quite a bit of attack speed. So that's a big change, and also the emblem on the Omnivamp is getting nerfed. So I think guild will still be a good thing when you hit it, but it won't be like as good of a high roll as before. And you see the Jade comps has been nerfed at 5, which I understand. The Shiryu with Siphon board was really broken, so they nerfed that a bit. But just at the attack speed, so the healing is still gonna be the same. And onto the Rage Wing, this wasn't really a big change. They like buffed it at the 8 segment. So if you hit like Rage Wing Heart or something, maybe this will be something to look into. But yeah, perhaps if you play like Senna set reroll, it will be available to go 8 Rage Wing, especially with that 85% on the vamp. That's a lot of healing. And Senna is getting buffed as well, so perhaps that's something to look out for if you have the right setup for it. So the buff for Senna is that she has lowered mana, so she will be able to get that cast off earlier, so that's really nice. I don't know if she will be like that valuable, but she will be a better item holder at least. And she's getting buffed at 3-star. I mean, this is just to like inspire people to play it. I really think the mana change is the big difference. I mean, the 50 more damage is nice as well, but this is the big diff right here. So they're also buffing Zac, because yeah, when you were playing Zac, you were usually sacking. No, I'm just kidding, but they're buffing him, so it's gonna be a bit more durable. You can see there's like 5 percentages, and here 10, so it's literally doubling it. So that's very nice. And here they're like 2.5 a multiplication, 7 to 18, so that's really nice. Maybe we'll see some fun Zac boards. 8 Dragonmancer Zac would be epic. And Nomsi is getting kinda nerfed here, since he was kinda popping up with that mage comp. But they're buffing the Cannoneer and the Voker version. So you see here the attack speed buff on Lulu is increased by 10% on each one. And the Cannoneer buff is increasing Tristana's attack speed to 0.7 and 0.75. And you know, Nomsi and Tristana are connected, so that's a nice buff right there. And let's see here, Nomsi bonus attack damage from being friends with Tristana. Yeah, you see that's getting buffed as well. So Rengar is getting nerfed as well, he's getting increased mana. And they're nerfing his AD ratio as well, so he was really overperforming last set. It was one of the best comps. Just that crazy cat right there going full carry mode, to be honest. So that's getting tuned down. But in compensation, they're buffing Swain. But I think this comp, the Dark Flight, will be generally worse without the Rengar being as strong. But, you know, maybe his Swain will be able to do some super carry with Morello Archangel, who knows? I doubt it will be as good though. And here they're nerfing or buffing the mana on Woolabear, so he has less mana since he took a long time to cast and it's been kinda weak compared to the other Dragomancers. So they're kinda buffing Dragomancers and the weak Dragomancers, so you're more able to play the other comps. But it I think like Karma will still be the better Dragomancer. I think these are some nice changes, but I think Karma is just gonna be better, even though she's getting nerfed by at 3-star. So let's look at the 4-tier units. Deja is getting nerfed at 3-star, since that last ulti was just huge, but Deja was really strong in comparison to like the other 4-cost dragons, so they're just tuning Deja down a bit. And the same story goes for Pantheon. He was a big component in many comps, so they're nerfing him for like 25% of the damage here, at least at 1-star, and they're nerfing it at 40 AD or damage at the 2-star. So that's a pretty big nerf, especially when you count in the Whisper bonus. That's together with the damage, so that's gonna be quite substantial. And they're just nerfing Soam and Siphon a bit. So they're nerfing the damage at Soam and the mana at Siphon. So they're just taking like all of the really broken S-tier comps and nerfing them down a bit. And you can see the same story goes for the 5-tier units. Eoshin has increased mana a bit, almost to 200, so it's getting increased. I mean, it makes sense, so it's really good, but now the mage comps will be even worse, so yeah, RP mages, I guess. So it's really like the entire mage board. Not really, but you get the drill. And Terra, I mean, he wasn't really that good at 1-star, but if you can get him 2-star with some nice tank items, he can be just this super tank, so they're tuning that down a bit. And here comes the sad part. You know, when you got that build different and you took it, you were really happy, and then on the second augment you get another double trouble or build different. And then you just had these 2 build different and you got a free win right there. But they're removing that now, so you can only get 1 build different. And the same story goes for double trouble. You can only get 1 augment of that, so RP. I mean, I get it though. Those augments were really broken. If you can get multiple copies of them, it was just almost a free win, so it makes sense, but RIP, that was fun. And they're removing Cutthroat. So let's see what they wrote here. It has never been fun to take or to play against. Yep, I agree. I don't think I have taken it 1 time this set, and I'm not sad that it's gonna get removed. So bye bye Cutthroat, you won't be missed, my friend. And they're nerfing like some of the more broken augments, tuning down the attack speed on the Beast 10. This augment was like overlooked, but it was actually pretty good, so they're tuning that down. And Let's see here. Yeah, the same story went for the gadget expert. I mean, you still get a static shiv, it's nice, but they just tuned down the bonus true damage. And Dark Flight Crown now grants a Titan's Resolve instead of a Protector's Vow. I don't know, I feel like they changed this like 10,000 times back and forth, but I mean, sure, why not? That's something you can do, I guess. So, yeah. Let's move on. Ah, they removed the Jade Crest. RIP my dreams of 12 Jade. Well, I played it enough times. I can link the video too if you wanna watch it. I'll put it right up here. It was really funny. So let's see here. Mage Crown now grants a Lux instead of a Silas. Yeah, they're just pissing on the mages right now. Getting a Silas was really nice on the mage comp since he's the main tank, but yeah, it was kind of broken to get the the Silas, so they're nerfing a bit to get a Lux. Understandable. And personal training now grants a Jax instead of a Olaf, so you really can't get that super Olaf with stacking both personal training and getting that passive as well. Not as easily anyhow. And they're just nerfing like all of the most broken portable forge items. So the gold collector gives 10% chance of getting gold. The infinite force gives 5 less of each stats. And the Sonias gives 10 less AP. So they're just tuning down those. I believe they nerfed like in the patch before some portable forge items. So yeah, the augment was really versatile. I mean, almost every time you took it, you at least got some item that worked for your comp. So they're just tuning that down a bit. And preparation, they made it so you automatically have 1 stack now. And they nerfed the augment, but they made it easier to play. So I only need 4 stacks and you got 1 already. So you are gonna be able to play that more easily, but it won't be as good, so keep that in mind. And they removed like the attack speed of scope weapons, but you still get that RFC bonus. And you can't get think fast in the first stage because yeah, the astral start with the think fast was just crazy. You just escalate the game so much with that. So let's see the small changes here. So they're just buffing 4 assassins, since no one is really playing 4 assassins. It's usually 2 or 1 the way to go. So maybe someone will play 4 assassins now. I don't think it's that big of a diff, but who knows? Maybe. And the same story goes for cannoneers. They were really broken in the start of the set, but now they're kinda lacking, so they're giving a tad buff to the 4 version of the comp. And here they nerfed the Dark Flight at the last level, so they have 200 less HP now. But you can only get like 6 Dark Flights, so then you need like an emblem and a heart, so it's really hard to get, to be honest, but I guess 2000 HP on everyone is quite a lot, to be fair. And here they're just upping the Guardian at the last levels. I mean, it's nice, you should be rewarded for getting those high levels. Here's everybody. So let's see. On to the reroll section here. Please fast your Seeple. Restore your Ezreal and ensure your Bonky Kong has a Death Blade. Oh, so they're buffing the AD on Bonky Kong. I don't think the comp will be that good, to be honest. I tried to play it a few times, it went okay, but yeah, I don't know, maybe we see some monkey action. That would be fun. And they're buffing Ezreal and Nasus at 3-star. So look out for those. I don't really think there will be S-tier comps, but they will be a bit stronger. and they're nerfing Karma here as well, or nerfing her and buffing the others. So yeah, I think that's good since they buffed the Dragomancers, and then they can nerf the Karma, because she was really the broken one and the other ones were kind of bad, so that's a nice change. So let's see here. Yeah, they're buffing Lily a bit. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Lily comps, so they're used to buffing like the comps that are not being played a lot. I guess Lux is getting a buff as well, but so much in the mage category is getting nerfed, so maybe this will make up for it a bit. And another Dragonmancer is getting buffed here. You see Kaisa a bit. Gets 5 more missile damage on the tier 3. No, this is not enough to bring back Dragonmancer Nunu. Well, thank the lords for that. But it is enough to bring Dragonmancer Rakan into as a top 8 contender. Alright. Dragonmancer Rakan seems interesting. Sure. So they're just increasing Nunu a bit after the nerfs, and a 3-star Rakan shield getting increased. I mean, yeah, a 3-star Rakan was like, you really didn't even want to spend the gold on that, so it makes sense for the shield getting increased. And the Seraphine is getting nerfed again. Yeah, makes sense. Let's see Sylas. And Sylas is actually getting buffed. Okay, that makes sense. So if you get like a 3-star Sylas, you're playing some mage board. At least you got some tankiness there. So let's see. Other than the Swain buffs, all the changes below only impact this unit at 3 stars. So they nerfed Graves, he was broken. They buffed Hecarim, he was bad. Okay, compared to the other ones in the 4-cost category, I mean. And Jace, he's getting buffed. Thank you for that. I had a video, I can link that as well. I got a 3-star Jace, but it was really underwhelming. I was like, yes, I got the 3-star Jace, now I will win. But then he did nothing. But, so, I'm glad that he's getting buffed. And Nyla, yep, she was just one-shotting everything, so she's getting nerfed by 300 damage. Good. Xiaoyu at 3-star is getting nerfed. Alright. And here, the Swain is getting buffed. So the Rengar got nerfed, so now they're compensating with the Swain buffs. So it's like 5-10 AP increase. Maybe it will make some difference. And Saya is getting buffed as well. Seems good. She was not as good like as the other threes, like Graves and Nyla, so they're buffing it a bit in comparison. And these are just some random changes to the 3-star, which makes things look more fun, I guess. Yeah, so this is not something too important. Let's see. Items. Our Cicero portal changes will make the item more intuitive and fix the feels bad moments. Pathing for units that cannot easily get into the holder's attack range. Okay, so everyone in the board can get enraged for it now, not only hexes. Sure. Seems like a nice change. Modes. So they're changing some hyper roll stuffs. So if you're interested in this, you can read it. And for mobile players. Actually, if there's some mobile players here, be sure to leave a comment. That would be fun to see how many are playing mobile. Friendly chat is now on mobile. Really? You couldn't chat? Okay. Thanks for that. That was a good change. And some bug changes. Let's see if there's some interesting bug fixes. They fixed typo in Jack's tooltip. Okay, nice. Syra will pick randomly between rows that are tied rather than always choosing the farthest row or nearest row in each fight. Yeah, that was confusing, but I guess she will get some more random targeting, I suppose. Let's see, Jace no longer fails to gain his ability resistances if his initial cast completely misses. Okay, I didn't even know about that, so good change, I guess. Shyvana no longer fails to cast with a 2+ attack range. She can now cast as long as enemies are within her flame breath range. Nice, nice. A reverted Cannoneer's bug fix from last patch that allows the cannon shot to work properly with Celestial Blessing, as this created issues with the Whisper Cannoneers. Yeah, okay. Good changes. Yeah, I seem to like this patch overall. I'll just scroll up to the overview here if you wanna watch it meanwhile I talk. So they basically nerfed like a lot of the strong comps, and they buffed like some weak stuff, Zac and Woollybear. And I like the preparation changes, and that they removed the cutthroat. Overall it's a nice patch, there is balancing things out. But put a comment on what you think about this patch, and leave a like if you enjoyed it. I make TFT content. I upload on Wednesdays and on Saturdays, so you know what to do, be sure to subscribe. Anyhow, have a great one everybody. Ciao.